I hope you get cancer, bitch. You deserve it. I hope you die. That's what a man said to me during an altercation in a parking lot about 10 years ago. I was headed for the pharmacy. I was crossing the lot on foot, and he almost hit me with his car. And I jumped backwards, gave him the finger, and said, "What the dude?" He jumped out of his car and came running after me, screaming. And all I could think was, if he has a gun, I am toast. So I ran into the pharmacy and promptly burst into tears. As it turns out, the pharmacist knew exactly who the guy was. He was severely mentally ill, he wasn't taking his meds, and he had done similar things in the past. His words surface every now and again, and despite making absolutely no sense, I sometimes wonder if I had been nicer to him, maybe I wouldn't be sick. And that leads to, if I were a nicer person, maybe this wouldn't be happening to me. There is no logic to that. But when you get cancer, your brain does strange things. It craves an explanation, even when there isn't one. And sometimes the best it can come up with is the idea of karma, punishment, the universe teaching you a lesson. You can believe that if you want to, but that doesn't mean it's true. Because in reality, as I see it, there is no pre-written script. There's no destiny. There's no cosmic moral scorecard. You don't deserve to get cancer. There are other patients who think, I did this to myself. This kind of moral judgment is common with smokers, or people who drink heavily, people who lie in the sun or use tanning beds. The thinking is, I heard the warnings. I knew the risk. I was playing Russian roulette and I didn't win. While lifestyle choices do raise your risk of cancer, risk is not destiny. Plenty of people smoke and never get lung cancer, and people who've never smoked a cigarette in their life do get it. Cancer is not a moral endpoint. It's not a character assessment. It's biology, genetics, environment, probability, and luck colliding in a way that no one can fully control or even understand. Think what you would say if your sister or your wife or your best friend started blaming themselves for their cancer. Would you say, I told you so, or you have no one to blame but yourself? Of course not. Even if you think those things, recrimination is pointless. You'd have compassion for that person. Even if you were angry at them, you'd still be kind to them. So why not do the same for yourself? If you catch yourself laying blame at your own feet because of something that you did or didn't do, and yes, I'm talking to myself here too, remember the only thing you can control is what you do next. That's where your power lies, not looking over your shoulder in the past, but instead choosing tomorrow. I am not saying this is easy, but the alternative is wasting precious time that you have on earth thinking about something you cannot change. We have to be kind to ourselves. Our brain does not work like it used to, especially if you are undergoing chemo. That is not my opinion, that is a medical fact. Cut yourself some slack. You're not making excuses. It's about accepting the fact that we aren't the person we used to be. Stop with the self-blame. Be kind to yourself. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me on this journey. Please like this video or subscribe. Both of those things help with the YouTube algorithm, and I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you next week.